Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. I am as always happy and grateful that you've chose to spend your time with me, and I hope that you're all doing well, but if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. We have the Tarot Z Tarot deck and limited edition Tarot Z Tarot deck. And they were created by Jaymi Elford and illustrated by Alejandro Colucci and published by Scarabeo, and it was published October 8th, 2019. And the regular size tarot retailed at $26.95, and the limited edition retailed at $49.95. Okay, so dimensions of the boxes. Oh, before I forget, Alejandro also came out with the Tarot V deck, same kind of box as the Tarot Z, I guess, to continue the tradition. But the regular box is almost 5 inches height, and across is 3.25, and the width is about 2 inches. And the limited edition is 7 inches across, and height wise it is 5.75, and the width is a little over 2 inches. So honestly, the only difference between the two is the packaging. The limited edition is $18 more than the regular tarot. That is the only difference. And so with the regular tarot, it does have a slide box, and it's pretty interesting because if you watch that and then you slide it up, yeah, it's basically her transformation into a zombie. And the sides just have a picture. This is one of the cards in the deck, and then on this side you'll see the slide box and the two also becoming transformed. And for some reason the angel loses her head. I don't know why. And on the side there's it's one of the pictures in the book. And title stackability is only on this side. On the other side, as you can see, and on the bottom it has Tarot Z, but it's kind of hard to see on a shelf. And on the sides it just has Tarot Z, and that's pretty much it for the box. And here are the cards. You get a title card, both sides, and you get their, I think they put these in pretty much almost all their decks. All the decks I've gotten by them have that title card. And so you got your deck and your guidebook. Okay, so the limited edition, it just has the bigger box, and on the side it does have the title on the side. So you could pretty much stack it any which way you want to, and the title will still be there. And it has it, except for this way. And even on the bottom it has it. Okay, so yeah, there's no blurb. I was going to show you the blurb, but you just open it up and you get more zombie faces, and then it has the thumb indent, and you get this little, congratulations, you are survivor number 2795 of 3000. And it's got the guidebook with a little ribbon on the end of it, and it pulls it up. And the cards, same thing. And this is not removable. You can't take this out. I mean, you could, but you'd have to pretty much rip it out. It's like a velvet felt with black foam for the inside of the cards. But it does hold them very well. And that is pretty much the only difference between the two. So if you want to spend a little bit of extra money and get a collectible, then by all means, go ahead and get the collectible, because they're awesome. I love collectibles. Alright, so the cards in the deck are the same size as your Rider-Waite-Smith. And the reversals will be the same. The same. Oh my god. I have a totally different thought in my head. They will be revealed due to the artwork, as you can see. And the deck width itself is about 1.25. Alright, so if you're familiar with my tarot decks, I do a side-by-side comparison with the Rider-Waite-Smith, so you can see if it's something you want to add to your collection, you're curious about, or, you know, you're looking to expand from the Rider-Waite-Smith. You're like, okay, I got this, I'm ready to get another tarot deck, and I want to see if this vibes with me. Alright, so this deck follows the Rider-Waite-Smith with yeah, it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith with Strength being the 8th card and Justice being the 11th. I just had to make sure. Alright, so the major arcanas do not have the title on them, and they just have a Roman numeral. So let's go ahead and check these out. This light over just a little, camera over just a little bit. Okay. And I really do like the artwork. It does give it an apocalyptic feel to it. It's very bleak. It's very graphic. That's a nice world card because it's showing an end of a cycle and rebirth, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that is the Major Arcana part. And unfortunately, they decided to change one of the suits. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And they have decided to change the wands into I think it's a spiked bat. I don't know. And there are just numbers. So as you can see, it has the number 1 for the ace and the spike bat. So it's pretty minimalistic. Okay. And there is a lot to take in on some of these cards. And yeah, some of them, if you're going by the imagery, yeah, there's some that are similar. And then there's some where you're like going, huh, that's not really giving me much. So that's an interesting 8 of Wands. Okay, and the court cards, the pages have a soldier, helmet, and then whatever the picture to represent that particular court suit. And the knights have the horse head. And the queens and kings also have crowns, but one is more of a closed crown than the king has more of an open crown. Okay, so that was the spiked bat wand suit. Okay, and the pentacles are represented by, I'm thinking this is a coin. As you can see, it's a coin, I think. Something circular. Yeah, some of these I'm not really sure what they were going for, but I think the more you work with them, okay, so that was the pentacles. Oh. Okay, next we have the cups, and it looks like a goblet. And as you can see, got a little goblet at the bottom. Okay. No, that's a really sad Eight of Cups. It looks like a ghost rather than a zombie. Then we have, I think that is it, yep. Then we have the sword, and this symbol is an unfinished sword. Okay, let's go ahead and look through these. Okay, so that is pretty much the deck. It's interesting. It's an interesting deck to say the least. Okay, so cardstock is pretty bendy. It's a little on the thicks. It's a little thick, so it will last you a while. And it is a high glossy. They are slippery, and I don't know if that will stop. When you use it a lot, but they shuffle really good. And you know, the usual thing, if you have trouble with the regular Rider-Waite Smith, same thing applies here because they are the same size, and some of them might slip, I don't know. Okay, so let's check out this guidebook. And it does have the different languages in it: English, Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Russian. And a foreword, and it goes into a little bit about background and stuff, and you can pause it and read it if you want to. Got a little bit more, and this is from Jaymi. And then a welcome to the apocalypse. And kind of like somebody's talking to you, like, hey, welcome, this is what's gonna happen. So the book doesn't have any pictures, and there are no reversals. There are keywords. As you can see. And then it just goes right into the suits. It's very compact. As you can see, and then you got an introduction to tarot, and it just goes into the background about tarot and the deck, and then using the cards, and then you got some spread here. And then a little bit about the Illustrator. And then you go into the next language. And it's pretty compact, it's short and sweet. And that is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and see who wants to pop out. Okay. The Hermit. Okay. So let's see an example of the Hermit. What their meaning is. Hermit. People change when faced with catastrophes. Some band together and lose all empathy for outsiders. Others go it alone, preferring solitude and stealth to survive. You'll find hermits wandering around out there. They don't talk much, but they're good scavengers. They have an unwritten code. Seek them out and offer exchanges for their wisdom. They've seen a lot, know the best cache spots, and the good ones are willing to teach. Perhaps in the end, we all want to help each other out. Keywords: learning how to survive by yourself, having a deeper connection to a situation, seeking others out to teach more wisdom, stay away from distractions. All right, so that is pretty much it for these two decks. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it, and let me know if you did buy it or if you didn't. Either or, just let me know, because it is an unusual deck. It has the basis of the tarot, but the imagery it doesn't give much insofar, but I would never tell anybody not to buy a deck. I mean, I bought it. So, let me know either way if you want to. And if you would like to see a future deck, please let me know and I'll see what I can do. But once again, thank you so much for joining me and spending time with me, and I hope that you will join me with a future video. But until then, take care and goodbye, my dears.